Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Caveman to Cosmos with me, Alpha by Omega, and Byzantium. So the year is 11,567 BC, turned 2025, and I'm back with my tea and arithmetic. But what has changed since then? Well, a couple of things. First of all, Vodena has grown and is now population 500. Good job, Vodena. You get a star. The rest of the cities are working on a number of things, but we are starting to see the effect of increasing our income slightly, because I have been able to put the science back to 20%, which is not much, but again it's 110, which is good. We're also getting quite a lot of buildings that are boosting research up, which can be seen there. Just as a frame of reference, we would be getting 179, but losing roughly 60 gold per turn if we went all the way up to 100%. But we're gonna get there, you know. Some of you have rightfully pointed out that the extra money we're paying, or that the deficit, has come mostly from military units and other things that I built, namely healers who cost 2.5 gold, and watchers who actually cost 4.5 gold, which is quite a lot. But I mean, I like this due to roleplay reasons. I like this because it makes me feel that the game is getting better. And eventually, you know, right now we're doing good, so it's not like we have to be super stingy. And we will get better once we get the necessary buildings up, population up, and everything as I plan it. Now, for example, Antioch is now improving. Antioch is now improving the tiles around it. We started to use the amber one, which is giving us a bit more gold. We have a couple of changes done to other cities as well, but they're benefiting from it because they get more production. As you can see, Weaver is going to be finished. We are spreading the Druidic tradition around. We're gonna get Stella next, which is giving us a boost to research. So things are going, you know, the right way. And if I'm not mistaken, arithmetic is also going to give us something that is going to boost our income, which will be good for Constantinople that's running out of things to build.
2 plus 2 equals 5 for extremely large values of 2.
Yep. That is an old mathematic joke. So tax person increases money, lowers crime, and increases education. So we're going to get it, but I'm wondering, tax person. The Contra's hut is the first in the Dread Wine that leads to taxmen, revenuers, and accountants. Interesting. So obviously, even the ancient people have gotten taxes. So for Constantinople, how much is going to give us? 0.63, and it's actually kind of cheap. I want to build a funeral pyre here because it's gonna lower disease even further. But I think tax person has a priority. What about you guys? We're building the rice god, 11 turns, and then the nature circle. So let's build this and this then. Okay, you're finishing the Stella. So then tax person and nature circle. Yeah, as you can see, we're actually kind of running out of things to build. There is quite a lot of things. Wow, actually I forgot that. Yeah, this is Thessaloniki, that's not a big city. So here a big income is to be had. Plus a lot of... Wow, you're getting quite a lot of things available to you. Childcare hut, childbirth hut. How are you doing on disease? We're doing good. So let's just allow you to finish this, and then we're gonna switch you back to some of these which are going to boost your income. Holy hell, these ones give quite a lot. What if we went with gold? That would be super cheap. So we can put some of these up there. Indigo gatherer, beach sand gatherer. The food one are a bit iffy. Seaweed. Well, okay, fine. That is good. Adrianople, those are having quite a lot of things to build. But yeah, these things are not even coming soon. So yeah, a lot of hidden income in these 3 cities that we have here. Those are going to give us quite a lot of income in the long run. Plus the same for Antioch. I'm not sure if I can see it clearly here somewhere. Yeah, because it says the maintenance is 24. Okay, so 69 gold coming from Constantinople, 57 from Patra, 51 from Modena, and Thessaloniki, Adrianople, Nicaea, and Antioch are just sad. 15 in Thessaloniki, 19 in Adrianople, 10 in Nicaea, and 5 in Antioch. So definitely quite a lot of income is hidden in these cities. If you compare it to Constantinople, we could be getting roughly, say, 50 in each of them, which altogether would make us swim in cash. But we really need to give them time to grow and prosper. At this point, they're all stuck at 50 people, so judging them by their merit at this point is not good. So let's just give them as much as we can and see what there is to see. Okay, but I wanted to check. Patra has... Okay, Vodena has 440 education. So are you getting... No, still just the intuitive education. That is making me a bit mad. I know, so maybe it's 500? Which would be the next. And kind of interesting that Vodena has the highest education. Patra has 360 and Constantinople has only 177, and it's dropping because its population has grown recently. Interesting, but they will get the Svet Lodge next. So anyway, I'll be back in 17 turns with stone building. And one thing that you guys also, before I jump, I wanted to make sure, you guys mentioned that theft is going to give us banditry, which is true. It's going to give us free military upkeep. I need to check that, how beneficial that is going to be, because we might just switch to it immediately to help with our situation. Banditry. How do we have you? Charity. Currency would be good. Medals. Oh yeah, that would be a really big benefit. But that actually gives you a maintenance. So no, it wouldn't. It wouldn't. But wait, where is banditry? Despotism, city-states, matriarchy. Ah, here it is. So militia and banditry. So no, banditry actually gives us... So it would give us an additional... Okay. Got it. So it would be still beneficial because we are losing a bit of money in all cities and in the capital, and banditry would make the penalties more prevalent, and it would give us additional issues, but it would give us free military upkeep of 5 units, and it would give us 15% free military unit upkeep per population, so 21 gold would be saved. Even though we would be paying roughly 10 extra gold in maintenance, we would still benefit of 5 and 21. So 26 if I'm calculating, so 16 extra gold. Though unhealthiness would be higher. Extra experience. It's not bad, but it's definitely not what we would see as super beneficial. So no changes for now. Turn 2042, year 11,461 BC, and we are 1 turn away from stone building. Now, we are at 25% research now, which is an improvement, but we are dropping a bit deeper into depth because some of our cities have built certain things that cost money, like the lookout post, but we are now having a complete outlook on all of the rival civilizations that we know about, which, you know, is beneficial in certain ways. Like, we can see all about Karhadast at this point, which we couldn't before. We can see their entire territory, which is really good. Damn, they have a lot of production. And they also have quite a lot of units, but yeah, they're putting most of their income into research and some into espionage. I also got some stone axemen here. Okay. And some wood spearmen. And I got a couple of units. So what do we have? Well, we fixed up ourselves with Kuka, amber and apples. You know about that, so that is good. It gives us certain beneficial things. We have built almost everything in Constantinople. I'm not going to go with the leech catcher or the funeral pyre, I decided, because it further increases flammability, and that one is already giving us quite an unhealthy relationship with fire. I don't see if it's here somewhere. I wanted to check it with you. Not sure. Fire risk. There should be something like that here somewhere. But I don't see it. Well, I guess the chance is random. Though the good thing is that we captured the Viper and put it in Constantinople. So now we have the Snake Pit, which is pretty darn good. Extra science. The Druidic tradition still gives us +6 culture. And the other cities that we have around our territory are also doing pretty good. Patra and Vodena both building the nature circle of power. Patra being 34 turns away from growth. And building next to tax person and chief's hut, which is going to boost our income slightly. But then again, you know, I'm building some of the frontier outposts, some palisades, stuff like that, which costs money, unfortunately, so I have to be wary of that. Though, yeah, now that we have the snake pit, we can build the poison crafter, which is pretty good. Actually, let's go like this. So as I see, that is beneficial for all of the cities, isn't it? Yep, we can now build it everywhere. So extra income, that is pretty good. You guys could build that, but that's so expensive for you at this point. So let's not. Same with Adrianople. Well, Adrianople is doing a bit better. But I could focus on stuff like basket weaving first. And yeah, they really need to get these ones going. Some of these actually increase income as well. So it's not a complete waste. Skinner, Hunter's Camp, Barter Post. Yeah, you don't really have any trade route, so it doesn't really matter. I think trails are the ones that give you an extra trade route, right? Yeah, yep. So trails would be good. It would actually be pretty darn good, so let's put it up there. But that before torches, because torches actually cost gold. So again, that's something that's gonna hurt us in the long run. What about you guys? Do you have the trails here and catcher? You do, and it would give you that. But you are now focusing on income. Oh, you haven't finished the stone tool maker yet. Oh, that's because it's Antioch. Okay, so Grove Rattan is good. But we need to put these ones before. 1 and this one is 10. Okay, so let's do it like this. We're gonna build the stone tool maker first because that gives a huge amount of production and gold, and Fund Gatherer next, and then the Grove Rattan. Okay, cool. That's gonna benefit them. So now let's look at the stone building. By the way, our units, or by units I mean the gatherers, have moved here to build a, what's it called? A lumber or wood gatherer in the bamboo grove, which is kind of interesting choice to have that. So I think I'm gonna send them next here so that we can get additional income from that. Though the bamboo grove is right next to you, but that's gonna give you quite a lot of production. +3 is gonna come in handy. So stone building will come next. That should give us stone houses, which boost production and gold.
And the house, when it was in building, was built of stone, made ready before it was brought thither, so that there was neither hammer, nor axe, nor any tool of iron heard in the house, while it was in building.
Okay, now I can already see that this is a very beneficial technology for us. You can see +9 here, and many of our cities have built the housing stone huts, which, oh actually, they give +2 gold, so we're getting additional bonuses. So good for us. City garrison free, that's pretty good, and leads to a megalith construction. But we're going with heat treatment next, right? Or so the game claims. Heat treatment is gonna give us not much. Not much. I think that we might want to go with theft first. It gives us some negatives, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. We barter with trade with currency. Yeah, let's go with theft first, then we're gonna go with heat treatment. It's gonna give us stuff first. So many of the cities have built that. So for example, in Constantinople, people now... What are you doing? Oh, yes, we captured a rhinoceros, which can give us remains giant rhinoceros, extra culture, extra education. Okay, let's do that. No, I don't know why it activated all of the other things we have in Constantinople, but I wanted to see. That gives nothing, right? Yeah, no new buildings, which is good because I'm gonna start going with meager wealth next. That's gonna boost our income even further. But I wanted to see what kind of housing you guys are using. Bark huts, grass huts, and stone huts. Okay, so they are living pretty lavish life. In Patra, they are using animal hide tents, bark huts, grass huts, stone huts, and yurts. Damn, you're getting quite a lot of money from these. And Vodena is using bark huts, grass huts, stone huts, and yurts. People in Thessaloniki live in animal hide tents, bark huts, grass huts, stilt huts, and stone huts. In Adrianople, we have people living in bark huts, animal hide tents, grass huts, stilt huts, stone huts, and yurts. Grassland or plains in city vicinity. So that means if we... But we get grassland next to Constantinople. Why are you guys not having the yurts? That's interesting. For some reason they are not having yurts here. It's kind of strange because that would give us additional income. But with this amount of money we can go to 45 research percentage, and we're still having a little left over. So theft is going to come in 11 turns, after which I am going to be back. Turn 2051 and we are back. The reason for that is that once Constantinople reached to meager wealth, it actually allows us to get to 75% research, which turned theft from, I think it was 12 turns originally, to 6. So yeah, we're back so early. And we're continuing and improving our output. We're gonna get the bone worker next, tax person is coming, poison crafter in Vodena, and stone tool maker next turn in Antioch, which should positively put us in another surplus. Though torches, are gonna take a bit of that away. But I'm mostly interested in seeing how banditry is going to affect us. So let's end the turn and hear it for theft, and then we're gonna investigate that together.
The first theft marked Buck as fit to survive in the hostile Northland environment. It marked his adaptability, his capacity to adjust himself to changing conditions, the lack of which would have meant swift and terrible death. It marked further the decay, or going to pieces of his moral nature, a vain thing and a handicap in the ruthless struggle for existence.
The Call of the Wild, White Fang, and Other Stories. I read a different book from Jack London, so I didn't read The White Fang, but yeah, Jack London is a good author. So this enables banditry, corruption, build-up cleverness, and build-up schemes, and leads to warfare. We're getting a thief who has a good spot, extra veil, so he cannot be seen. He has a certain upkeep, ignores terrain movement costs, ignores zones of control, starts with looter, commando, industry, espionage, extra insidiousness, stealth combat modifier. Well, a nice spy unit. This also enables us to get a Thieves Hideout and auto-build Thieves Hideout Unsanctioned, which increases at above 500 crime. If we build Thieves Hideout, it's going to give us gold, but lowers our espionage and can spawn a Barbarian Thief. Free looter promotion for units. And extra income with barter, with trade and currency. And increases crime, of course. So this is the reason why I avoided this building. It's not worth it in most situations. So let's just ignore that. There is no upgrade to it either. So, yeah. Improvements, corruption 1. Build up cleverness, build up schemes, and banditry. So these are hostile, crime increasing traits that you can use on your spies. So that once you place them in enemy cities, they start making them progressively worse. So let's see the big picture for banditry. And okay, that is not increasing any upkeep, and 0 turns for revolution. So let's see what it's gonna do. Nothing. Okay, it increased our income by 1, I guess. The Civic Militia in the city of Patra is no longer functioning. The Civic Militia. Civic Militia disabled. I'm not sure what that one did. Wait, actually, can we see that? The building is automatic built by your citizens when its requirements are met. Free city garrison, 1 promotion. Okay. If you are running militia. Okay, so that's not such a big loss for us. Well, in the end, that gave us extra 1 income. Good for us. And actually, no, that lowered our income. I think. Because we got the... Oh crap, we got the stone tool maker. Banditry. A banditry gives us bonus money in capital, but lowered stuff in other places. Free military upkeep, new units. Whatever, it is an advancement, so let's just keep it there. I guess we're gonna have banditry. And I don't think we got any new buildings here, apart from the Thieves Hideout. Nope. So heat treatment is coming next. Again, that's gonna be only 10 turns. It's not that big of a deal. Earth Owen. Hey, no. Slash and Burn, the Nocturnalism Celebration. Is there anything really good here that we could get? Actually, could we get... We could go for Animal Husbandry. I think that one is going to help us more. We're gonna get Slash and Burn, which is going to be very beneficial because it's gonna give us animal farm goats, farm animal cows, animal pigs, rabbit breeder, farm animal yak, because that gives extra income, and that is what we need. So let's focus on what we need first and then deal with other things. And we can get... Does slavery allow civic slavery? Nope. Warfare, also no. Weird, I'm not sure when the next one is gonna come. But yeah, we're getting very, very close to sedentary lifestyle. Megawave construction is going to be the one that we get right before. Oh, actually, that's gonna give us additional druidic buildings like Nature Legacy, Spirits Alliance, Spirits Legacy, Nature Alliance, huh? And a couple of World Wonders. Cool! So that is something that we can look for. I'm actually starting to get an itch to advance to sedentary lifestyle, but we still got a couple of technologies to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19, 20. Did I calculate that correctly? I'm not sure, but let's go with yeah, 20 technologies, and then sedentary lifestyle is gonna come for us, which will be amazing. It obsoletes quite a lot of things, but allows us to get a settler, a worker, and enables quite a lot of buildings. Unfortunately, quite a lot of horrifying things as well, as I see. Dysentery, cholera, leprosy, measles, bubonic plague, Jesus Christ, and typhoid fever. So having your cities clean is much, much better. But it gives us a bamboo bridge, crime kidnapping. Oh, that's just amazing. Education foolish. Education brilliant. So here's the next education. Exists between 250 and 2 million. So this one will give us, wow, that's actually pretty good. 10% extra. Okay, this is where education becomes really important. 10% extra income, plus 2 flat science, plus 10% extra science, plus 10% industry, extra birth rates, 3 specialists, extra trade route yield, but city requires 20% more food to grow, but lowers crime and disease. Education knowledge base ancient. Okay, so we will get -1 education per turn per citizen. But new pests also come. Cockroaches, bedbugs, rats, and... oh, tourism starts above 10. Increases crime, disease, and a lot of problems, but gives us extra income, happiness, and culture. Well, okay, can't wait to get there. Can't wait to get there. Cool. So, thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next episode of Let's Play Caveman to Cosmos tomorrow.